A new Toy Story came out today, and you might have already seen it. Wait, no, I don't mean Toy Story 5. I mean new Toy Story.
Oh no!
Mac!
Oh boy.
Which didn't get a cinema release, a press tour, or even a Buzz Lightyear popcorn bucket. It got a YouTube upload to about 5,000 people, and it is, by some distance, the most brazen theft of Pixar's intellectual property I've ever laid eyes on. A film so confident in its own theft that it couldn't even be bothered to invent a single new noun. They took Toy Story, welded the word new onto the front, and called it a day. Credit to LPS Cream Collie 78, by the way, who found it first. Her channel's linked below. The reviews that are in about this trailer are not kind. One viewer summed it up. It looks like those movies that are on DVD you get at the Dollar Tree. And yet, because we are nothing if not fair on this channel, there are real names on this thing. 2 credited directors, a proper voice cast fronted by Tom Arnold. Yes, that Tom Arnold. Someone signed a check for this, possibly while weeping. So, before we kick it to death like everybody else has, we're gonna sit down and watch the whole bloody thing. And by the end, I'll show you the genuinely mad reason that Pixar probably can't do a single thing to stop it. Let's watch the trailer. Wow, we're barely a second in and already this feels AI generated. I mean, I know America is known for having suburbs where it's the same house cut and pasted a million times, but this is frankly taking the biscuit. And there are some AI tells too. This house, for example, where there's fence the entire way around, meaning there's no way to actually enter it. These 2 houses don't appear to have doors and also suffer from the enclosed fence problem. God forbid AI generate a gate. And there appears to be a tree with 2 trunks because, well, of course there is.
Rise and shine! Look what came this morning!
This kid is clearly meant to be like the OG Andy from Toy Story, and yet the animation looks worse than the original Toy Story, which was actually made in the 90s. AI is supposedly the future, and yet it cannot match animation made 30 years ago. It looks soulless, empty, and frankly devoid of any value.
An early birthday present.
Quick reminder to hit subscribe if you're enjoying the video so far. Thank you.
Looks like the celebration will be smaller than predicted.
So, these are the toys. They're meant to be the Woody and Jessie equivalents, I guess? And they look very synthetic, very glossy, too much sheen. I really don't know how anyone could watch this trailer and feel like they'd actually want to watch the full movie.
How small?
No friends?
Negative.
Apart from being actually quite savage, the dialogue also doesn't make any sense. No friends, says the AI Teddy, and the Woody copycat replies with negative. Negative means no, but we've just seen that the ginger kid, the Andy copycat, doesn't have friends. So if the teddy bear's asking no friends, surely the answer should be affirmative, positive even, not
Negative.
Again, the sort of thing a human would pick up on in a second, and exactly the sort of thing a machine screws up. Probably because the directors gave it one prompt too many.
What is it?
The protagonist opens up his toy, doesn't look grateful at all, and also manages to speak without opening his mouth. He's either a highly trained ventriloquist, or it's yet another animation abomination.
New toy.
Wait, who said new toy? Why has he just abandoned his pancakes that have literal slabs of chocolate on them, by the way? AI and food have a very complicated relationship, believe me.
I am a Series P1XL adaptive companion unit. But you can call me Pixel. Instability detected.
Don't!
I can fix this.
It doesn't even feel funny at this point. It just feels boring. Once you get over how egregious the copying is, and it's literally called New Toy Story, they're not even trying to hide it, you can already sense there are no stakes, no personalities, no heart, no soul. Just an empty void, just an attempt to cash in on the fact that Toy Story 5 is coming soon. And given the view count, it isn't even meeting that goal. Yes, this is both a critical and a commercial disaster.
Where's the princess?
What is your plan for finding Marisol and getting us back home?
Coco might know something about your princess.
Put me down. Squeaks!
You can always try to make the best.
Let me know in the comments, how much would you have to be paid to sit through this entire film? Because, frankly, it's all over the place.
The stormy skies. Halt!
could do this.
Together.
There's just random new characters being thrown into the mix. A basketball with eyes, because why not? A dog, because why the hell not? A random blue thing, because, you guessed it, why the hell not? There was even a gnome somewhere, I think. This isn't a show being ambitious in its scale. This is a show throwing a load of shizzle at the wall and seeing what sticks. And, well, the trailer's almost over, and I could say with absolute certainty that nothing has stuck so far.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
So I guess that was supposed to be the comedic beat, the sort most of these real trailers that aren't fake seem to have. And if that elicited anything more than a slight breath out of your nose, then your sense of humour, it's safe to say, is broken. I'll be honest, I sat there watching this for the first time, stony-faced, in silence, with nothing positive on my mind whatsoever. So that's the trailer, and from my vantage point, it seemed pretty damn AI. The doorless houses, the two-trunked tree, the toy that speaks without moving its mouth, and the pancakes with literal chocolate slabs on them. And if all of that wasn't proof enough, the studio themselves have gone and confirmed it for us. Scroll past the description, past the cheery "Let the cinematic journey begin," and the upload carries YouTube's own "How this was made" panel. It reads, "Made with AI. Sounds or visuals were altered or fully generated." So, there it is, straight from the people who made it. In the words of this viewer, you are an AI film. Now, here's the part that'll wind you up. This is a flagrant, shameless lift, and it's called New Toy Story. And yet, the copying you just watched is almost untouchable. You see, copyright, it covers the specific things. Woody and Buzz as design characters, the scripts they live in. It has never covered the general idea of toys that come alive the moment a child leaves the room. Ideas are free for the taking, and the Asylum has built their entire career in that gap. What they give you is their own toys. Close enough that you clock the resemblance, different enough that a lawyer can't really do anything about it. Because the premise belongs to no one. You can't own Toys Go on an Adventure any more than you can own the idea of a hat. There is one place that Disney has a real shot though, and it's the title. And here's the twist some of you saw coming. One viewer reckoned, "I have a feeling that there's going to be a huge war between the Toy Story franchise and New Toy Story." On the title, they actually might not be wrong, because The Asylum has been stopped exactly on this ground before. Back in 2019, they lined up a Lord of the Rings cash-in called Age of the Hobbits, timed for the week The Hobbit hit cinemas. The studios behind The Hobbit dragged them to court, and a federal judge blocked the film before it ever came out. The first Asylum film ever banned from release, on the grounds that Hobbit was a protected trademark and shoppers were likely to buy the wrong thing entirely. Which is what the Asylum are probably hoping will happen with this one. It hasn't yet. Anyway, the Asylum's defense, delivered with a completely straight face, was that their hobbits were a real prehistoric human species and had nothing to do with Tolkien. The judge was not persuaded, and the film eventually limped out months later under the name Clash of the Empires. So, why is New Toy Story sitting on YouTube, bold as you like? Well, two reasons. Firstly, Hobbit is a single invented word a studio wholly owns, whereas toy and story are two ordinary words doing two ordinary jobs. A far harder mark to swing in a courtroom. And dragging a few thousand view flop through federal litigation costs considerably more than simply letting it die on its own, which, going by that view count, is already well underway. And here's the part in particular that I keep coming back to. Toy Story 5, the real one, is a film about toys being scared of being replaced by soulless technology that promises everything and gives you nothing. Pixar basically made a film warning us about AI, and within weeks, an AI knockoff of that exact film turned up on YouTube. In the words of this viewer, this is literally what Toy Story 5 is trying to tell us about. You couldn't make it up. Well, actually, something could, and that, my friends, is the whole problem. Will you be watching New Toy Story or Toy Story 5? Let me know in that comment section below. I wonder which one is going to get more upvotes. Till next time, snipe, snap, out.